Hey everyone, welcome back to Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy, and last time we were continuing on with the Trials and Tribulations game. We had just started episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings, and now we are going to continue on with the part 1-2 trial. One thing that I want to bring up is we're pretty sure we know who Mr. Godot was in the present or whatever. Because in this Turnabout Beginnings, so far we're playing as Mia in the past. And there is someone named Armando that looks very, very similar to Mr. Godot. So I have a feeling it's him. But that's not the only people that are, similar to other people. So, anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. Ah, yes, our little prison escapee. So, February 16th at 1:14 p.m. Oh, okay, yeah, he's doing this. He's eating the ball again. I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're really good. You really hooked me up. But thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime, you'll be fine. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. This is Armando right here, okay? Look at him. It's gotta be him. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill the policewoman anyways? Why would she? Motive, huh? Anyways, we're still badly in need of information. Right, information, yes. What we need most is information about this Melissa Foster herself. She looks very similar to another character we know by a different name. So I'm pretty sure she's lying about her name. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on the death row for. Oh my gosh, Zebra Boy? That's actually kind of funny. Okay, I like that. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about what happened. Yeah. About what happened 5 years ago. He never lies. Okay, I trust you. That day 5 years ago. I dream of it every day. Okay. This picture reminds me everything. Bridge looks the same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Well, that's good to know. That was one thing we didn't know for sure if it had been broken for that long. Ha! Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Delilah Hawthorne. That is the name. That's the name. So she's been pulling people along for a while. This Mr. Falls, she pulled along Mr. Phoenix Wright, everything like that. Your girlfriend. Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? Hmm. The victim's last name. Delilah Hawthorne. Yes. Her sister. What? Are you? The girl. Let her go. Now you see, if we would have heard some of this beforehand, we'd know a little bit more. Shut up, come closer, and I kill her. You wouldn't do that, come on. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Bang, bang! Oh. Maybe not gunshots. The detective back then was Valeria Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong! No protect sister. Valeria betrayed me. Betrayed us! What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything, all lies, all make-believe, kidnapping too. Make-believe kidnapping. Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Did he actually say that? My teen angel? He's been seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says, anything Delilah says. Or Dahlia, sorry, Dahlia. Hold a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yes, me and Dahlia. And Valeria too. She was in on it and she came to kill you? Her family's rich. Jewelry business. We get 1 jewel? That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnapping note and we sent it to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell Aunt Valeria, make the transfer because she's new detective. Having a detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright? True. In the end, you're planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. She wanted everything herself. Is that what you're going to tell me? She'd do it for real. She shot me for real. Me and Dahlia. So you're saying she wanted it all for herself. Okay. Every bit of it. I was shot in the arm. Dahlia, she jumped in the river. Jump. You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? She fell, right? I couldn't do it. I couldn't never push her. Anyways, I blacked out. Wake up, the police all over. And that's when you decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. Well, that's definitely different than what we've heard, at least. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. Lying through her teeth. Or maybe Mr. Falls is lying. I don't know, actually. He is in the zebra costume. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from her herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer from her mouth, that's all. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls. Where is it? The diamond! That's... Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? What if Dahlia had it? What if she had it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know. Not really? I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia. She did have it! Oh, so she jumped into the river with it. That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. In Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You came back and now we're ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her, my sweet Dahlia. They never found her. Swallowed by the river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel. How old was she, anyways? Just 14. Jeez. Okay. 14! I guess you were robbing cradles before... Okay. How old is this guy? Okay. Okay, so that's 5 years ago. She should be 19 now. How old is this guy? She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth $2 million. Man, oh man, angels these days. So he takes the falls, gets a one-way ticket to death row. Dahlia Hawthorne, an angel, or is she really a demon? A devil. It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet. Okay, so we have the diamond. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You gotta strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules, remember it. Okay. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? No. Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. Ah, this woman. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crimes on an innocent student like this, she is not innocent. What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander with a witness a violent crime. That's all. Okay, it's a little bit too much for the the butterflies and stuff like that. I mean, like, really? Like, look at her. Ah, I swear. Okay, what possible reason would a girl like this have to murder a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman is a murderer. Her motive, huh? I figure that's what I had to establish next. Okay, Mrs. Faye, do you have any evidence of motive? Yes, of course. I think I do. Ha! You act as tame as a kitten. Kitten. Mr. Armando. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in a knot is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course, Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I'd like to say something. What is this lying? Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why. I at least wanted you to know, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. Looks like this witness is a real professional. Exactly. She's got the judge eating out of her palm. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. Very well, then. What's the witness has to say? Okay, Melissa Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Oh, the fake tears, too. Out of the country, huh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on the best smile. You bet, okay? Somehow I have to tie her to this case. Okay. Let's see. Out of the country? I want to press that. So what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed. It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. Wait, so she doesn't have any... So she changed her name. That's how it is. What kind of sob story is this? We'll wait and see. Okay. Enter college. Certainly don't have any reason for want to hurt policewoman. Holding a grudge and killing. Let's press that. Let's press that. A grudge. Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful, your client, I mean. He does, I'll be honest, he does. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the policewoman... He did have to make her wear a scarf. He forgot what she looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. She's right about that. Let's press hard, okay? I feel like we can get something out of this. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some sort of identification, correct? Yes, that's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why if I had been wearing a white scarf that day? Then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Reputation keeps getting worse and worse. Have it added to the testimony. Okay, Your Honor. What the witness said just now is tremendously important. I'd like to add to the testimony. Okay, no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and mentally unbalanced one. The testimony only helps to further prove the point. No, that's not why. That's not why, no. Enough, witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Let's present the scarf on that. The scarf was not white. It was blue. Witness, I want you to look at this photo. It's hard to see the photo, but look at the scarf. Yes, the scarf right here, eh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. Your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing the white scarf. White! This scarf you identified belonged to the victim. But it clearly doesn't look white to me. That's just the first, okay? We don't have her yet. Well, it's foggy that day. It's been raining as well. Not surprised that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white. Let's... The victim's note, didn't it say... Wear the white scarf. Okay, yes. So that's gotta be why, because she knew the victim's note. Witness, have you ever seen this note? Note? No, I never. Top secret evidence. There's no way that you could have. Unless she was the one that wrote the note. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows instructions to the victim regarding this meeting. It says wear white scarf for identification. White scarf, yes. How would she know that? You knew what the note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped away and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster. There went the butterflies. Good. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valeria Hawthorne, and finally, one more person. That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Okay, let's go ahead and go to the profiles. Wait, wait. Her. The deceased one. Dahlia Hawthorne. I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. To Dahlia, tell her this time is her name right there. Okay. What's this person? Who's Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead. Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. We don't know if she's dead. We never found a body, okay? She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was killed by Terry Falls. You said she was killed? But was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, she is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Neither was the diamond. The $2 million diamond. So she was 14 years ago, 5 years. Okay, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. What a coincidence! Even you couldn't, Miss Faye. You're not saying. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. That girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Nice work. That was a tossing a grenade to a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand, yes. If I can expose her true nature, this whole thing will be finished. Witness, just who are you anyways? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly have never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean? Are you going to... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conducted a full background check on all our witnesses. What did he say? Looks like the kid knew. He knew our true identity from the get-go. But then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so we made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. He knew ahead. But, I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see. Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? Don't tell me she has amnesia. This has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. And for the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim? And now you find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder? That is suspicious. Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is plainly obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. Oh, don't put on the alligator tears. Come on, I know they're fake at any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious to her. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she had murdered her. What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. But Judge, come on. You're supposed to be impartial to this. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Thought I was winning, but somehow he turned it against me. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. That wasn't me. It was this guy, this crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough. Enough threats from you, old man. Huh. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Old man, look at him. He's not old. Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't you? No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me. The rashness of youth, how charming. This is coming from someone younger than me, too. Come on. Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive would she have to murder her own sister? Where's... There's something on here. Let's show the victim note. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valeria and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. So that she knew Dahlia was alive. Valeria gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal the world the whole truth. And nothing but the truth. The whole truth. There was a dangerously important secret between Valeria and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill her. To keep her mouth shut permanently. It's about the diamond, isn't it? A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Okay, so Dahlia and Valeria and Terry follows. There's only one important secret that connects them. It's the diamond. Yes, I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. Such is the nature and important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? Oh my gosh. Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide yourself from your womanly woes. Oh, hide yourself behind them. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by him. Okay. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot him in the arm. That's when he tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money, so I decided to change my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. We're to believe after all that she murdered her sister. Preposterous! Come on. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Mrs. Faye? Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Okay, so we can't press on everything then. Ha! If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got some info that ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. Yeah, that's true. It was a fake kidnapping. I'd do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is the kidnapping was planned? Yes. All three of them were involved. Okay. So, let's not press on everything. Let's just kind of nitpick. Okay, 5 years ago I was kidnapped. The ransom price was a diamond. After she made the exchange, she shot him in the arm. That's when he tried to kill me. Okay, so we know that she jumped herself. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Okay, when he shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to run, but he turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he locked eyes for a second and gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. Oh, bloodthirsty grin. Oh, in the next instant, she couldn't have ran very far because of the bridge was broken. I advised the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. One little shrub from behind, that was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. Okay, let's go back to that one we asked on. And present the bridge photo. There we go. Let's present this. You say that he pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. I'm sorry. I guess it I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked the court to recall the condition of the bridge. Bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. So there's still that hole there. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you've claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, it would have landed on rocks. You just smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia? The very notion of my client pushing you from behind is impossible. I didn't even know that was the reason why we needed to do that. Okay. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in water level wouldn't have made a difference. It had been a pretty large difference. You're right. If the events occurred as the witness had testified, then the defendant couldn't have been pushed by the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated if she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? Oh, pushed over the edge, I guess? Over the handrail? Therefore, he could have pushed her from the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen to the river. Well, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now. When I fell from the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. Ah, this woman. Order in the court. Okay. See, Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Not now, Mia. This is not the time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of the Mrs. Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that he panicked. Therefore, he could have pushed her from the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. That's so... What's so impossible about it? The witness's photo. Ooh, that is a very tall side wire. Yeah, I don't think he could have... He would have had to lift her, okay? He'd had to literally pick her up to throw over that. Yeah, let's present that. Your Honor, all the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides. They extend up about 5 feet off the ground. It'd be impossible to push someone off from there. But let's remember the size and the strength of the defendant, yes. Wires like that wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked a 14-year-old girl up and thrown her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. He had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valeria had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. Yeah, how could he have picked her up while he was doing that? Come on. He was shot. There was a gun on him. Him throwing the witness off the bridge, that's clearly impossible. We got him cornered, I think. Order, what is the meaning of this? Valeria Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into the raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You're probably confident you could handle the swift current. You said you were a good swimmer. Even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason to jump into the river. Exactly. There was a gun on him, and he was shot. What was that? What was so important that she'd want to jump to the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life to jump to the river. The diamond! The money! She wanted the money. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that had brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. Ah! No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had all planned from the beginning. The $2 million she was going to keep all for herself. She forced him to help her fake the kidnapping. Bang. Then she jumped in. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away in her backpack. She turned. She turned. What is her face going to look like when she turns around? Order, order. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? Well, if she's not a teen angel like we believe she could. This woman is a demon. And there is one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. $2 million? Come on, that's $1 million each. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call, she called her sister Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Tell the truth, the whole truth. That is what sealed her fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister. Come on, turn this way. Everyone's like, she's laughing. Who is that? Who's laughing at a time like this? There she goes. Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Oh, witness? Is that you? You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That a 14-year-old I plotted with my sister and Mr. Falls. Well, and one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? I don't know. You probably sold it. You can't provide evidence. At least show that. Miss Fey. I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something? That's mean. Come on. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have a decisive proof that Valeria Hawthorne's murder. Okay, well it seems that we've come to an end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertion made by the defense. Of course you are. I hate her. Is it? Is it really over? That girl made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that? Mr. Armando? Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there is no evidence, there's still a testimony. Wait! Can we have our... Mr. Falls? Terry? Can we have him testify? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valeria Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Falls' stolen car, and then went to meet with him. She disguised herself as her sister, and that is what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's one person left who can testify. Yep. Let's bring him out. Let's bring out the guy in the zebra costume. Okay. Him, Terry. He's 25. Okay. So, he'd have been 20 whenever she was 14. Jeez, okay. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A witness? Yes. We have to call Terry. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valeria Hawthorne. Or whether in fact it was her younger sister Dahlia. There's only one person who can solve the riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry. Good old Terry. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what was your take on this? He's fine with it, it looks like. Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Okay. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valeria or Dahlia? Dahlia. Did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised. She promised never ever betray each other. Terry. Dahlia? It's true. You're alive! You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad. Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing I will never say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Oh no, she's playing him like a fiddle. Dahlia? I will allow him to testify once and once only. Well then, this will be your final testimony. Witness? What? I'm sorry, I apologize. He's scared. Water, please. Water. I can't talk. Need water. Well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Dark and bitterer than hell itself. He's just sitting there gumming that. Okay. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge, never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. She talked, then she left. That was Valeria, not my Dahlia. You're covering for her. Do you think she would, oh, do you think she'd do that for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. There's only one person who can stop it, you kitten. I think. Okay. Stopped the car on the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. Okay. I watched my car. Never put no body in there. Could he really have seen his car from the bridge? Where's the map? I don't think he could have seen his car. I don't know for sure if there are trees there or not. Let's present this. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then, I'm sure too. I'm sure that you're lying. Huh? What? What? Is he crying? Oh. I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived on the bridge first? Just look at this photo. That's true! She was on the broken side. She was closest to the broken side. Yeah, so she would have had to be there first. Or she'd have had to walk past him. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge. That's the victim at the edge of the bridge. Yes, it is. Precisely my point. You must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Huh. Please don't get so worked up. We have to find the truth, okay? I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go, a special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah. It's an old temple, about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. Okay. 5 years ago, I hid it under the base of a tree there. Oh! That's the that is okay. Okay, that's the necklace that had the poison in it. Okay. Special memory for me, that is. This is what I went to get. A little bottle on the necklace of memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard my client. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car and unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia could have easily hidden a body in the trunk. Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I still got a chance. There's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? He's bleeding. That's enough. Please. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more then. We're supposed to drink bottle. He took the poison? No. Stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drink this. We're so close. Just a little more time. I was going to prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Falls. Mr. Armando. Thank you for the coffee. Oh, how can it end like that? Oh my gosh. Okay. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners and only losers. I ended up with a wound that cuts so deep into my soul I thought I'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she won. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Oh, I hate her. Oh, I hate her. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando? We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. You're saying it's my fault, really? He killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. He's gonna break it. Oh! Oh! The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando. You're bleeding! Luckily you have a red shirt on. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. That's gotta be Mr. Godot. 1 year later in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Yep. Yep. And Dahlia, well, we got her that time, didn't we? Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. She's ascending! Oh, never mind. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. Did she have a plan? Did she break out of prison? It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It'd been 5 years, but now something was happened that has made me remember it all. Oh, episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. The end. What? That was the end of episode 4? We had 2 episodes in episode 4? Really? That was so short. Why? Okay. Okay. We just had a part 1 and a part 2. Okay. Hey, okay, but we are now going to be, like, I guess next time going to start out episode 5. Yes, let's go ahead and save. Dang, that was an interesting, or I guess a sad ending to that one, with our client just drinking the Kool-Aid, or I guess drinking the coffee with some poison. But yes, next time we're going to continue on with episode 5, and we're going to do Bridge to the Turnabout. Part 1-1 investigation. So since there's a 1-1, there's going to be multiple episodes for the investigation. But we will get to that next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. So, bye-bye.